Hey, how's everybody doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been quiet a lot on this channel here lately. I've had a lot of going on, a lot of soul searching to do, you know? It's one of those things where I'd lay my head down at night and I'd pray, you know? Pray for a way to go, you know? How do I do this? And I just got a lot of options, you know? And I got good opportunities, you know? I went and found a paint and body shop. It's a complex situation, you know. I've always did it for myself. I've always bought a car, scuffed it down. If I didn't feel like fixing that dent, or if I didn't feel like messing with the door, I'd just go buy another one and throw on it and scuff it and shoot it, you know. So I do. And if I got runs or like crazy or something in the middle of it, sometimes I'd just go get me a rag full of thinner and wipe it all off and redo it again, you know, and do some, you know, some might think that's stupid, you know what I'm saying? There's ways to fix them things without having to go all take off what you done, and you know, it's just a complicated situation. But Lou, my friend, I met Lou, and then I met one of his friends, and I got good people in my life right now. That's the main important thing. I got good people in my life, people that have been down the road I've been down, and my personal friends too much don't watch my videos, you know. They tell me that you're absolutely freaking nuts letting everybody out there know about your business all the time, man. It just opens the door for a lot of constructive criticism, or just criticism, or good things. Or anyway, I'm at the point now to where I'm just stuck, you know. I go over to the body shop, and I don't speak hardly any Spanish, maybe 2 or 3% Spanish. A lot of cuss words, you know. I learned in my past what it's like going over there. It's a complex situation, you know. I go in there, they don't speak, none of them hardly any English at all, you know. And it's just one of those things where, you know, I help out where I can, you know. Sometimes I'm just standing around burning hours doing nothing, because, you know, the boss man don't really have nothing for me to do. And I'm finding out that, you know, sometimes I get somebody that's bilingual that comes around. This conversation is going to skip around a lot, so bear with me. But sometimes, you know, my friend Lou will come around, and I'll have a lot of questions that I want to ask the boss, and I can't ask him because I don't know how to speak Spanish, and he don't understand too much English. He knows how to deal with basically the Latino community, you know. There's very few customers that are, what do you want to call us, Caucasian, white people, or whatever, you know. I'm not prejudiced by no means. I love everybody. So I wanted to start making videos of what's going on in the shop and how it's being done, and doing that and this and the other, and it makes me stop, you know, and think, you know, I don't need to get my channel wrapped up in that body shop and show everything, you know, because there's just sometimes that customers want to pay just so much money out there, out of their pocket, you know, if they're doing a personal fix-it-up thing like that Camaro that I showed you, you know. The customer kind of find out he's not paying a lot of money. He's not totally restoring that car. He's just putting a paint job on the outside, and then he's going to throw it inside of a upholstery shop and have their upholstery done, and it's not going to be nothing special. It's going to be a bunch of cover-up, you know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. You know. It's just, it looks good on the outside, man, and it's clean, but you get you get to looking at it, and this, that, and the other, and a lot of rust on the floor pans and stuff. They're just going to be patched up, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to show a lot of covering up, you know. It depends on how much money somebody's willing to pay to go to the extreme of how far do you want to take this fix job, you know. Do you want to just do the bare necessities and make it look good, or do you want to go do the total restoration and Or is it a flip car? Is it a car lot car? Is it a customer car? I tell you this, the guy's a real outstanding guy, man. He has his car lots that come in there. They're not too picky about little chips, this, that, and the other. They just want it to shine. They want to get the major dent fixed in it and put some paint on it and send it down the road and flip it, you know. And then there's a lot of other customers that come in there and they bring their personal car in there, and that's the ones we have to really personally take a lot of time on, you know. It's just a complicated thing. I don't want to end up, how do you explain this? I don't want to end up making videos of something and then somebody have an opinion on the channel, and somebody watches my video, somebody tells my boss, hey, he's showing this and he's showing that and he's showing this. I mean, it's your business. You're running your business the way you want. But you don't need me in there in the body shop trying to teach somebody the wrong way how to do something. I don't really truly believe there is a complete right. I know this. There is a complete right way to do something, and that's take everything off completely and then start over. Rotisserie it. You know, that's the number one way to do something. But when you got people in there that don't want all that and they want to put it together themselves, or they just want you to paint this over there, it's just a lot of complicated situations, and I don't want to get mixed up in the drama. Number one, I ain't there to communicate. I can't communicate with them very easy. You know, I want to share the funny moments in there. I really do. I know what it would have made a great video. Boss man tells me, you know, he says, you can tape, he holds the roll of tape. This is how we communicate. You know how to do this? And he points to the car and says, yeah, I know how to do that. Mucho bueno. Very good. Okay. And he says, okay, you do it. And I'll do it. You do a good job. Okay. That's about as far as our communication goes. We know how to say, I know how to do it very good. Maybe not, you know. And he knows what I'm talking about. He knows, you know, the bare necessities of communication. I'll tell you this funny story. He tells me he's got a SATA gun. And I'm not stupid. I know that's an expensive gun. And he says, you clean it. And so I took the gun, I pulled the one screw off the back of it, pulled the needle pin out of it, took the tip, unscrewed it, unscrewed the second tip on it, threw it in a cup, was soaking it. And he comes back around and he didn't look really close. I said, hey, not cleaning. He goes, oh, no, you take it apart. You got it in pieces. Clean it. I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't think it's really necessary to clean the whole gun, but I don't know how to tell him that in English. And he's just pushing and poking at me, telling me, no, clean it. He didn't really pay attention to the close details and look at that gun and seeing I already had it tore down to the minimal of how do you clean it, you know. So I get the gun, and it's already the bare necessities of, you know, the minor cleaning job you're doing, which is cleaning the needle and cleaning the tip out and cleaning, you know, the cup out, cleaning the stem out, running some thinner through it, getting it all cleaned up. And he didn't notice that. He thought I hadn't even started on it. And at the time I thought that, well, maybe he just wants me to go ahead and disassemble the whole thing. And so, because he said, I said, you sure? And I don't know if he meant you sure or not. I don't know if he knew what sure meant. But he says, no, clean it. And I already had it, you know, basically clean, ready to put back together as far as I thought, you know. Well, he told me to clean it, so I took the thing all the way apart, every single piece in it. I took apart and laid it out on a nice clean sheet of paper. And he come around and he goes, when his eyes got real big, he says, oh no. I go, what? He said, you took it up, you cleaned it too much. I said, well, you told me to clean it. And he says, oh no. He started, you know, he doing this with his hand on his face. Oh no, you know, because he, you know, it's the seal kit's probably highly expensive in the gun. I don't know, but he says, I said, take it easy, calm down. I said, I'll put it back together. He goes, okay. He says, don't do that. Just do it this you know, when he showed me with hands, and it's hard to explain everything we went through with the hand gestures and this and that, you know, and he was pointing to me that you only need to take out the pin, and you know, I can't explain to him in English that, well, I did it like that, and you told me to keep going, and it was a lack of communication, was basically what I'm boiling down to here. But it was funny because he says, you never know I do that. Never again. And he patted me on my back. I put it back. And so I got it all back together, and he took a deep breath after I got it all back in there together and everything. I even had to go to another gun that he had that was just sitting there. He says, you pay close attention, and me and him took apart that other gun and seen how it come apart piece and piece at a time, you know. He don't usually take his guns apart that far, from what I'm understanding with the conversation and where it went. But I got the gun all back together, and it worked fine. It was super clean, you know. He goes, okay, you do a good job. No, take it apart all the way again, he said. And then he took the gun out, took the needle out, and took the tips, threw it in there. He says, that's all you do. And I couldn't explain to him, well, I did that in the first place, and you wanted me to do it more, you know. So it's just one of them situations to where, you know, it's a communication issue, you know. And sometimes Lou will come around, and he's bilingual to the perfect. He knows perfect English. The boss man, he doesn't know hardly any English. So when my buddy Lou starts coming around and talking to both of us, I'll talk to Lou and tell him and this, that, and the other. I said, man, I want to know Spanish so bad, man. I said, do I need to learn Spanish? And basically, Lou translated it for me like this. He says, dude, the boss man is telling me you are blessed with having numbness to the crap that goes on in this shop. I go, why? He goes, because there's a lot of political crap that goes on in here. He says, the boss man likes you because he can tell you to do something and he gets no arguments. Because I don't know how to argue in Spanish. It's just yes, sir, and no, sir. And if it ain't better, if I didn't do a good enough job, he'll tell me, oh, no, do it like this. I'll be doing something a certain way, and he'll say, no, do it like that. You do it like this. And I go like this. He goes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mucho bueno, yes, sir. You know? No bueno. No good, you know? And those are the two words that I know very well. Yes, sir. No, sir. You know do it. No, sir. And Lou explained to me, look, man, he says it's like this. If you knew Spanish and you knew how many times everything was said about you, because you're the white boy in here, and how many times the guys in the back of the shop, some of them, they want to say their 2 cents and how something's going or this, that, and the other. He says, my boss man told, I'm going to call him my friend because he's more or less my friend more than my boss, because I only, you know, I've tried to work consistent, and I got to sit down too many times. So we decided it's better just if I get paid piecework, you know, because that way he ain't, you know, I ain't pushing myself too far. I'll show you this. You see this? You see that wrist? Look at this one. Look at that. Well, it's hard to see. It's a big old knot right there. And when I'm using this hand, I can try to sand with it, and I can't because it hurts. It starts swelling up like a goose egg. You can see that big old lump. You can see this here, it's straight across. This one, it's a big old lump right there. It's where it's broke. Doctor told me he wants to go in there and cut on it and put it back together. And man, I'm like Frankenstein right now. I don't want to be cut on no more. I got scars on my back, scars on my legs, and I'm just kind of scared and leery about getting that hand taken care of. Probably go to the last limit. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm jumping around. I told you this conversation is going to be a long one because so I'm stuck, you know. What do I show, you know? I mean, the shop is, it's a body shop. It's being worked very well, man. I mean, we got 5 or 6 cars going at one time in there. And, I listen to Spanish music all day long. I got my favorite songs. I don't know what they're talking about. Next time I come across this one Latino song, I'm going to put it on there and record me listening to it. I want y'all to tell me what's the name of that song, because I want to come home and put it on YouTube and find out what it means in English. But everybody likes me there. But the boss man said it's very much better for you not to know everything, because you won't hear all the fighting in the background between amongst of them. employees complaining to other employees about their tools are everywhere, and yeah, they are everywhere. A lot of the employees in there, man, they leave a tool and they drop it and it's gone. You know, they'll bring their own tools and then they'll be fighting over the tools. When somebody leaves their tool, it's a personal tool laying there. I'll see them getting into it and talking to each other, this, that, and the other, and I don't know what they're saying to each other, but I'm sure it's to the tune of, "That's my tool. What's it doing laying there?" All this other, it's just a strain and stress on the brain. And Boss Man says, "I like you because every time I come around, you're smiling." There could be hell going on in the shop, is what Lou said. There could be complete chaos going in the shop between everybody, and you're the one that stays out of the political ring of crap that goes on in there. I'm just like, and he asked me, "Oh, you know Dewey, right?" And I can't give an excuse. Even though I want to tell him, "Well, I tried it like this, and I tried it like that, and I tried it like this." I've been told by translation with my boss, "I like you because you do not give no excuses. You don't backtalk me. You don't try to blame it on somebody else or point the finger at somebody else," because I don't know how to tell him that. I don't know how to explain how I messed up. All I do is say, "Yes, sir," and then he'll show me how to do it the way he wants it done, and then, "You do it like that." "Yes, sir." And I like being around these kind of people, man. I mean, it's amazing how, you know, people could be around each other, not know how to talk, and get involved in a lot of talking and political crap. My feelings for all of them, I love all of them, man. I love people. That's just me. And I see them having times between the two of them, or times between all of them, and I see the boss stressing a lot, you know, and I see him getting in their butt, and he can't really get in my butt too much. He can only tell me, "No bueno, man, and you do a better job next time, okay?" So I'm kind of stuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm stuck. I guess I'm still trying to figure it out, you know. There's a lot of funny moments. They like it because I'm a redneck. And when I talk on the phone to my wife, they giggle in the background. They don't understand a thing I'm saying. But I talk, you know, got that twang going on and this, that, and the other. When I get going real good and talking and this, that, and the other, well, you know, sometimes I lay it on thick a little bit, you know, like I'm doing now. And sometimes I'm just excited and I'm talking a little thick, you know, because when I get excited, the twang seems to get strong, you know. But, so it makes me wonder. I don't want to teach anybody how to do paint and body work, man. All I want to do is just show. And so that's why I want to kind of gear my videos with just maybe complete silence, maybe a little background Latino music in the back, and show different things. And I'm not meaning any disrespect at all or trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes or anything. Because, you know, Boss Man did tell me through translation that, look, you do know how to do a lot of things. Sometimes it takes you a long time to do something, and I don't have the time to have you take so long to do that. I want you to do what you can do really fast. He told me that I could start doing some things to my own truck. I could have privileges pretty much in the shop. I asked if I need to borrow some materials. He's not a stingy kind of a boss man. On the other hand, he don't want somebody using all the materials. I use, you know, I can probably work it out to where my truck finally gets a nice paint job on it, and that's the main thing. I asked him, I said, "Can I make it pretty?" He goes, "Yeah, we make it decent. You know, don't want to do a rotisserie." No, I said, "No, I don't got the money for that. I just want to make this truck look nice." He said we can work something out. Maybe this LTD. This LTD's already got the interior done. I already got the motor. Thinking about saving my money to get a transmission and throwing it in here. This is not going to be a daily driver. I've already made my mind on that. It's going to be something I'd be so scared to drive it all the time. Something starts going wrong with it because of the experience I've had with this truck and this inline six. If something breaks on it, then I got to pay the money to fix it, and parts on these FE motors aren't cheap, and finding somebody that knows what they're doing on them is another thing, and they want to get paid really good. because they quit making FE motors from my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so it's gonna, anybody that does work on an FE motor, they're gonna charge the heck out of you. And it doesn't matter if it was I'm just scared to break it, you know. So it'd just be one thing that would just be driven on every other Sunday or something. Not losing hope in it. I love this car, I really do. I'm gonna make it happen. It will happen. I haven't just shot a lot of videos for that reason, man. I mean, I don't want to just stop making videos, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have been here for me, you know? Before I close this video down, I found a video on YouTube. It's called Chlorine by 21 Pilots. And if y'all would take the time to watch that video, that's what it was like for me and YouTube. That it describes it to a perfect T, and I'll go through a rundown on it and you can watch the video. But it shows a flurry little fluffy teddy bear looking thing that's a jackalope, and it shows in the beginning of the video a big old pool that's empty, and it's got all this muck and tires and junk in it, and it's nasty. The water's all dirty looking and everything. That was what my life used to be, you know. And YouTube is the chlorine. And the more and more I did YouTube videos, the more and more it gave me confidence. The more and more it started cleaning my life up, you know what I'm saying? It kept me clean. And just watch the video. The furry little thing's even scared to jump in the water, you know, at times, because he's just scared, you know. He sees that it's just scared. You know, YouTube can be scary, you know. That's another reason why I'm scared to make videos. Every daggum video I make, man, it's like, I think the last one that I really took to heart was about the helium. I was, honest to God, Scout's honor, that thing didn't even have any helium in it. But it was the fact of, I agree with everybody, I don't need to be showing kids to do that, because it's dangerous. I didn't know it was dangerous, you know. And so I left the video up there. But yeah, if y'all want me to prove it to you, go back and watch the video again, and when the can hits the ground, you'll hear it go ting ting ting. That's because the can was empty. But the point is I was doing something that can be harmful to people, you know. And it makes me just wonder about, well, if I start shooting videos in this shop up here, just hanging around with the boys up here, how much criticism am I going to get off of that? Oh, you shouldn't do it that way, and people having their opinion, and then the boss man reading the comments, or the boss man finds out, you know, somebody comes to the boss man, hey man, they're really talking bad about your shop over here and the crap you're doing, and da 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 da, and this could, you know, ruin you. You know, I could expose him and not even knowing I'm exposing him, because I don't, you know, it's just a political ring, you know what I'm saying? It makes me want to just, you know, I thought about it this way too. I thought about just, well, maybe I just shut the comments off on the videos. Just cut them off completely. But I can't do that, because there's a lot of people out there. Share Bear, Danny the Plumber, I can't remember all of you, because there's 1,000 of you that subscribe to me. Dave, Heaven's Dad, David Sanchez, Blake, Ryan the Knife Guy. I could just go on and on and on and on and on and on and forever. But when y'all leave comments, man, even if it's sometimes a little raw, like one guy told me, man, I just want to put my foot on your neck and grind them teeth until they're clean, you know, and quit doing this and quit doing that, and you know, it's like I used to be a lot funnier when I was a lot more stupid and less knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm getting burnt out on these or what, but my heart is with y'all. It really is. I just got to figure it out, you know. I got to figure it out. What do I want to do with this channel? I use this channel to stay straight most of all. That was been my main thing, and now that I've got the confidence that I need, I see a lot of people in the world. I see a lot of peers that I've spent time with every day, that I brush shoulders with, and they're going through this crap that I used to go through, and I can't, all I can do is just tell them that I'm not about that when it comes around my direction. I've gotten tested, here lately, I see it. They ask me if I want some of it, and I say, no, I'm good, man. Because I already know the crap that it causes. I'm proud of myself, and it's because of this channel that I've used that tool. I've used YouTube as a tool to keep straight, and there's only so much preaching and showing everybody to stay strong, and you can only go so many different directions with that, and then when you get to where you don't need to lean so much on recovery, I don't want to forget about y'all. I got to figure this out and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I don't want to lose subscribers. I don't want to lose friends. Y'all are all my friends. I love everybody. I just got to figure this thing out. There's David Sanchez. He just texted me. I'm going to have to get off here and talk to him. But I just want to let y'all know I'm okay and that I'm doing all right. And I'm not quitting and I'm not giving up. I'm just stuck. I'm stuck with this channel, and y'all are stuck with me, but I need to figure out what I need to do, how I need to do it. I don't want to get in trouble. I've known I can tell you this, 2 people that I've went to go work, learn, whatever you want to call it. Every time I put my camera inside a shop, it's always went sour. And I don't want that this time. These are some good people, There's a lot of funny situations in that body shop that I would like to share, you know what I'm saying? Some people might find it funny. Other people might find it an insult. Or, I can't believe all the stuff that's around there. Good Lord, why don't you clean that up? That's the kind of crap I don't need. I don't need to get judged, It's okay for you to judge me in my life and what I'm doing, but when it comes to a place where I have no control over it and I'm doing what I'm told, I don't want to spoil my opportunity here with the opportunity knocked and I answered the door, and I don't want to spoil the opportunity. Now, I'm gonna get off here and let y'all go, and y'all have a happy Easter, and check out that video, 21 Pilots. It's named Chlorine. It explains my situation as far as having the YouTube experience. Watch that video, and that's how I feel. Sometimes I'm a little scared to get on here. See y'all later, man. Peace out. Y'all be good till next time. Wimpster out.